Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game, I think I found a solution. Got a crazy kind of flow, I need a verbal institution. Monster on the mic, I feel like hip-hop then adopted me. You pussy niggas shook, you let them turn this to a mockery. I give a fuck about their recognition. I'm trying to spit the fucking truth, somebody get the message. These politics, they overstate the obvious. They shooting like Stojakovic, it's war on every continent. Deeper than you know, I'm what you hate if you the government. Young black with heart, I put a hex on the establishment. Niggas playing patty cake and I was trying to regulate a lot of them.
Everybody, it's a special Sunday. We did a little shot from the point earlier. And we're back at it. A couple hours of that, if you can believe that. 2 hours of shot from the point. Took a little bit of a break, get some food, and now here we are back with the Razzlin'. We got the Razzlin' tonight. We're going to talk about everything that we should be talking about in the week that was in wrestling. And, of course, we'll take your calls, questions, comments, concerns, hopes, dreams, quips, quotes, likes, loves, and so much more. And if I was just giving you me, that would be enough. But it's not, of course, because we're joined by the one, the only, the incredible Nixie Nax. And John's there, too. But you don't have to worry about him. What's up, Nixie, baby?
Hello there.
How you doing?
I am good.
How are you finding yourself on this Sunday?
Alive, awake.
Well, that's both positive things.
Positive things, right?
Very incredibly positive things, I would say. You know what else is positive? Well, see, we automatically think something bad's coming. See, why do we have expectations of something nefarious?
Something bad. Well, the only things that could be positive in these days is a COVID test or a pregnancy test.
Well, no, neither of. What the hell's wrong with you? No, neither of those things. Jesus Christ, no.
Now you know why I said I keened on you.
There's plenty of things that could be positive. HIV test, for example. What?
What?
No.
I need the soundboard to have a Tina noise that goes.
He's got like 4 sounds.
We'll kit you out.
4. It's the goddamn worst. No, what I was gonna say was a very positive thing is the 22 career year and growing of Randy Orton. And that's something we're going to focus on today. Now, a little bit, we're going to talk about Randy and all the things that he's been doing because, good God, has he been red hot as of late and not giving any fucks. And it's pretty great to see that in the positive way this time. So we'll talk about that and anything else.
Randy.
It's been a hell of a fucking run for him. Hell of a run. I don't know how long we're going to ultimately go here. It really just depends on them, as always, and how much we actually want to get into all the bullshizzle. But if we don't go long here, don't worry. We got the Twitch. We can always get on that Twitch grind as well. But we shall start with the Randy Orton. And, I mean, what can you say about him? JBL says it almost perfectly. You know, if you were building a professional wrestler from the ground up, man, he looked pretty much like Randy Orton.
Yeah, I saw Triple H giving him some good suck as well earlier, which was really nice. And then he thanked him and said he's a great guy to work with in the business and everything. It was really nice.
Yeah, Randy was not always easy to get along with.
Yes, you kind of dipped in telling me about that a little bit, but like I can't see it because obviously now I just see him as this face.
Right, and this incredible like. He's the guy, the one guy, he might have saved Riddle's career. Nobody wanted to work with him. Everybody hates Riddle. Nobody likes Riddle. And yet Randy, who's notoriously a curmudgeon, for some reason takes a liking to this kid, and they do like insane stuff together. They put out a weed t-shirt the other day. WWE put out a weed t-shirt that did so well.
That's pretty dope.
It's pretty dope, literally dope. That did so well that they extended it. It's awesome.
That is pretty cool. I don't know if it's. I mean, I don't know how I feel about Matt Riddle in general. To be fair,
I like him more now.
Yeah, I like him more now than I did before, but he's still, and he just, from the way he goes on with no shoes on, he just looks like a toddler.
Douche.
I'm sorry.
Douchey toddler.
He looks like when a toddler would run around in their pants pretending to be a wrestler. You know?
Exactly what. That's exactly what he's doing.
Ailes, hiya.
What's up, Ailes, baby? How you doing? But it's been a really incredible thing. So here's for context. I met Randy Orton in 2007. A tribute to the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And this was 2 o'clock in the morning. Everybody came into D-Main. That's where I worked in to Crit.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Hardy was drugged out of his mind. Everybody could tell.
Yep.
Everybody could tell that. More than likely just high as fuck. Everybody else was kind of their archetypes of who everyone thinks they are. And Randy Orton did not disappoint. I mean, they stayed for a few hours and they were tired. I get all that. But I mean, everybody heard him go, "Can we get the fuck away from these people and get out of here?" You know? Everybody.
Was he heel? Was he like massive heel at the time?
No, that was real. You see, at the time, Randy was a bad problem in the locker room. He got people fired. I mean, the funny thing is, he was that tour Mr. Kennedy was on, and Mr. Kennedy, he would not last much longer than that. It wouldn't be too much longer that Randy would get him buried and ultimately fired.
Mm-hmm.
So he just had a lot of problems. And then a woman, Kim, his wife, just
came in and slapped some sense into him.
Or put it on him so good that he was like, "God damn, that's what good pussy feels like."
It's a magical vagina.
Shut up, John. You first have sex before you can poop on any other sex jokes, you fuck. Jesus. I've smelled more vagina than you'll ever get. Moving on. So,
wow.
He really did have a rough time, especially during all of his he was one of the top guys. You know, he was always in the feuds, winning titles. You know, Triple H gave him the big rub, and he was just this never-ending piece of shit. And it almost cost him the career, but he pulled it together, regrouped, you know, figured it out, and now he's awesome. You know, Randy is alive out there, and he's having fun, and he's just it's cool to see. I love Randy Orton.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the RKO?
I don't know, because to be honest, when they first started, I didn't really get it. I was like, ugh. You know how like you were kind of teaching me at the time all the bits and bobs, and it was like unlikely bedfellows.
Yes.
Like, so in my head, I was always like, yeah, this isn't going to be a long-term thing then. They're going to break this up pretty quick because Randy's just going to have enough and he's going to get annoyed by Matt and it'll be cool. But no, like they've actually kept it going. And as it's gone on, it kind of like, it seems like they are actually quite a good team.
They're an incredible team. They work well in ring together, but it's the stuff they've done out of the ring. Some of the vignettes, some of the crazy things that Randy has done that people just never expect Randy Orton to do. The promos that he's cutting now. This is just, it's such a reinvention. There's never been this Randy Orton in the WWE before. We've never seen him like this. We've never heard him like this. And now in his, 42 years old, it's just crazy. He's done like 20 years. It's insane. He's stating he's going to keep going. His legacy will be the guy who did it the longest. I saw
it shared that he's proclaiming he's going to outlast Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Do you think that's possible?
Yeah, but not in the way that some people are reading into it. Some people are just saying that, you know, Randy's going to be around forever. I think Randy is basically saying within the next 3 years, Roman Reigns is out the door. Hollywood. Yeah, Roman's going to go Hollywood. You know, that's what I think a lot of people are expecting because his star is so big right now.
Oh, yeah. And I saw him in Hobbs and Shaw, and I was like, oh, my God, that's Roman Reigns. Wait a minute. That's Roman Reigns. And I was like, and they did the hoorah and everything in there. And I was like, oh, and I got it because I know wrestling now.
That's right. See,
this is who I am now.
This is me now. The best part of it is it's like people are expecting it because everyone concedes to the fact that The Rock is a good-looking guy. Well, what the fuck does that make Roman Reigns? You know what I mean? Like, Roman Reigns is markedly much, in my opinion, much better looking than The Rock. And
oh, yeah.
He's a talented guy. The guy has got this thing down now. I really like his persona. Who knows what he's going to do on the Hollywood side of it? He's young enough to have a hell of a career if he wants it. We'll see.
Yeah. That's a weird statement though, because I wouldn't objectively say that The Rock is necessarily a great looking guy. He's got a nice body because he puts a lot of effort into his body, but he hasn't got anything spectacularly special about his face. Like in fact, he's quite plain, I guess.
I see a lot of women talk about his smile.
But he has this like when women say like they have a lot of charisma. Like when he smiles, it lights his face up in the sense of like it makes him look nicer because he has a nice smile. But I wouldn't call him a great looking guy.
I think
Roman Reigns would in a beauty contest, Roman Reigns is gonna win hands down.
Women typically melt over that body of The Rock at the very fucking least. They love that goddamn body he's got on him. And Roman, I think, has a more believable body. The Rock.
Bless you.
Thank you. The Rock has to kind of rely on this, keeping his body in the way that he is now in his late 40s or even early 50s, whatever the fuck he is. Mm-hmm. You know, he's got to keep his body like this as long as he can. Once he does, you know, the party's over. A la Arnold Schwarzenegger. Roman could keep this body the way he is now for a long time. That's his real body. That's his real look, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to have to put 40 pounds of muscle on to make it in Hollywood. The Rock did.
Yeah, that's a good description.
It's a weird thing. But we'll see how it goes. There's also a possibility that maybe Roman stays forever. Maybe Roman never loses the title.
It'd be interesting to see. Because he has had it the longest anyone's had anything now, right?
Yeah, he's like 600 days and shit. It's kind of crazy. It's really insane. I'm wondering, how do they end it? Everybody keeps asking, how do you get the belt off him? How do you get the belt off him? Well, maybe you don't. Maybe he just retires and puts the belt in the ring and says, I'm done with this clown show. If he beats The Rock, what else can he do?
Yeah, and like you said, it's not like The Rock can take it and keep it because he's not going to be a regular thing.
Right.
Which is really why I thought maybe they would let Brock take it, but that was a no-go.
No.
Who's next? Who's next to take a run at it?
Hopefully not Goldberg. But right now it's looking like it looked like Shinsuke was going to get a little bit of a thing there. I'm not sure if that's still the plan. I hope so, because I love Shin. And it's looking very much like Drew.
Oh, really?
Indeedly doodly. Forever winner. It's like watching the New England Patriots every year. Boring winner. I don't know if it's boring yet for me. Roman is like, what he's doing is so good, and everything around it is so good, and the matches have been good, and even with Brock, where it was just more brutal than anything else, I got no problems with it yet. Can it get to that point? Yeah, it can, and then maybe that's when he stops. Who knows?
You remember the match between Bobby Lashley and Kofi Kingston where he literally made it look like he threw him around like a rag doll, and like it was almost to the cringe level of, oh, that actually looks like it really hurts. Yeah. I want to know who's gonna snap Brock like that, because I would not want to be the person standing in the way when he stampedes.
Oh yeah. I mean, Brock's put it on a few people. Have you seen the video where he punches Braun Strowman in the fucking face in the middle of a match in a Royal Rumble? No. Punches him in the face so hard, you see the lights start to go out on Braun. He clocked his ass.
Oh.
You remember how big Braun Strowman is? Oh, yeah. Braun was getting real fucking cheeky. He was taking shots. He was being real stiff, as they like to say. And Brock gave him a receipt, and he gave him a hell of a
yeah.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
Oh, yeah.
He clocks his ass.
Next? Who's next for Brock, then?
Well,
do you think he'll come back around and try again with Roman, or do you think he's out?
I think he's probably going to be gone for a while. They'll bring him back. I'm sure he's not done. He's not going back to fighting. He's not going to anything else. It's such an easy check. Brock is at the point now, you bring him back, he's going to still get that huge reaction. Maybe it's time you give him a little bit of a run, where maybe you wait until Roman goes. Maybe Roman takes a sabbatical for some reason, or does retire, or does a fake retire, or something. Brock comes back in that time frame and then leaves before Roman comes back or something. Who knows? There's a lot of things you could do with him. Cody makes a lot of sense if you want to bring Brock back as a heel, which I don't necessarily want to do. But Cody makes a lot of sense. Seth, I would love to see an extended program with Brock. That would be a lot of fun.
Falan says, I hope Brock never fucking wrestles again. I'm tired of seeing him dominate everyone. I want to see new people.
Bro, we just got the best run that Brock Lesnar had ever been on. You need to shush. Shush!
Oh, God. They're really making t-shirts with Chad Gable and fucking Otis, whatever his tits are.
He's so
fucking
over.
Shush!
He's so over. He's incredibly over somehow. They made it work. For some reason, that stupid segment with the fucking lie detector.
That was funny, though.
It was funny. But it's so dumb. I mean, and apparently Elijah passed. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
I think I actually caught that. Like, I caught that right at the end of it happening. And, yeah. It was just hilarious because he was in a fight with... Ezekiel was in the fight with Chad Gable straight afterwards.
Yes. I'm just wondering how they... what's the close to this? What's the carry-on point? What do they do here? I don't know what the move is because it's not like he can just grow his hair back inconspicuously. And does he turn back to Elias? No, I have no idea. Fake says it's so dumb, it's good. Like me.
I see a lot of people complaining about he looks sad without his beard.
Yeah, people took the fucking still shot from the from him having a lie detector test on where he's supposed to look nervous, anxious, and sad or whatever, despondent. And they're like, oh, look how sad he looks without his beard. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
In the grand scheme of everything going on in his life, it's the beard that he misses.
The dude is finally back. No one really knows the reasons why he was gone, and everyone's like, "Look how miserable he looks." Shut up, man. Go. I refer you back to Piper Niven. It's a job. Sometimes they're gonna name you Dewdrop. Sometimes they're gonna make you shave your beard. It's a job. You fucking shave your fucking facial hair for roles. Shut up. Sorry.
What the fuck happened to Dewdrop? Like, she just disappeared.
She's probably getting released soon.
I just realized, like, I was thinking the other day, actually, I was like, where is Dewdrop? Is she on SmackDown? Because I feel like I haven't seen her in forever.
Yeah, she's gone. She's been gone for a while. I don't know where she is. I don't know. I don't think she got released. Hopefully she returns soon. She's awesome. But she probably getting released. They're trying to release all them peoples. They gone. Fake.
I just feel like the women's stuff is, at the moment, it is kind of just circulating around the same women.
Yeah,
it's very, very noticeable.
It is. They need more names. They need more people.
Yeah, they need more. They need more badass Shield maidens in there. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. Get the training.
I should have been a female wrestler, Dave. I could have done it.
You can do it. I think you can do it. Maybe that's what you need.
Done it.
You need to become a wrestler.
Yeah. And I'll be like, I don't take interviews. I only talk to Dead on Day.
There we go. Now we're talking. I like that. The only time you ever get to hear Nixie cut a promo will be here. She'll never talk on wrestling.
You could be my Paul Heyman.
Yeah, okay, I can do that. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the Viking Maiden of the Night, the one who will fill you with fright, the person who will take you down to the copious town, the one, the only, the blue-haired damsel of the woods, Nixie Nax.
Yep, that's how you drop a promo, bitches.
There you go. Dave, what do you think of Nikita Lyons? I love her, and I want to make her mine.
So I haven't really caught much of NXT, but I've seen a lot of stuff on the timeline. It feels like NXT is getting a little bit noisy.
They are getting a little noisy. You're right.
Is it good stuff that's happening over there, or is it same crap, different day?
No, they got good stuff. I mean, NXT is really starting to get it going with this younger group again. They're bringing in some of the vets now. You know, we're seeing Dolph. We've seen now we got Natalia down there doing some stuff.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. I swear I saw Natalia on there. She's taking a senior role, I guess.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I mean, I think they can do that with a few other people. Bring them down, bring them in. Have NXT as that place now instead of bringing in the big names from the outside independents. You bring people that aren't really doing a lot on the main roster to come back down. I like this. I think it's a good way of changing it up, making it feel a little bit more like a developmental rather than another brand altogether. Maybe that's what they needed. You got the next big thing in Braun Breaker, so why not really start flushing out the rest of the talent around him? Because there's so much in NXT. There's a lot of really, really good wrestling going on down there.
So basically, Nixie, this Nikita girl got a cake, and it's the biggest that a chef can cook.
She got a big old cake on her.
Oh, she got big old cake.
Big old dumpy cake. And not only does she have a big old dumpy cake, she does splits on hoes. It's incredible. That's how she pins people. She pins you with her pussy. It's
the pussy vice. No,
yes.
needs to be alliteration.
It's pretty great. The pussy power press.
Oh yeah, that's good. Pussy press.
The pussy press. She got her with the pussy press, Dave. 1, 2 pussy lips, 3 count, 2. No, I like the alliteration.
I wouldn't mind watching NXT if it's getting exciting. It's just that watching it with all those bright colors gives me a migraine.
Yeah, it's still that.
When it stops looking like Nickelodeon, I might watch more of it. But at the moment, I'm happy to just catch clips.
Mandy's great. Mandy's been fantastic down there. There's a lot of good stuff building. Tag team stuff is a little messed up because they had really great new tag team champions again in MSK, but then one Hitler picture fucking later, out goes Wes.
Well, there was someone else, wasn't it, in NXT who had a belt, and they let him go because his ex was saying that he was beating her.
That's who I'm talking about. But that's not why they let him go.
They let him go because of a picture.
Yeah, she tried all that bullshit, got rebuffed. Then she put out a picture of him looking like Hitler, and the next thing you know, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Remember, kids, dressing up like Hitler in school isn't cool. Or NXT, apparently.
God.
Can't do it. Dolph running NXT was the best thing he's done since 2016 feud with The Miz. Can't disagree. But I just like where NXT is shifting to. I like where WWE is shifting to. I think they're really starting. I'm not saying they're going to be great or it is even great, but they're balancing. There's still a lot of stuff that's bad. By the way, Ronda Rousey is fucking terrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, did you go watch this fucking terrible highlight from last night, from Friday night? The whole thing with Charlotte was just she's so slow to do anything. She reacts terribly. Like everything about this run with her is so bad, and you can't ignore it anymore. I can only give her the benefit of the doubt so long. She wasn't ready to come back, and it looks apparent. And yeah, I'm questioning her dedication now.
Oof.
She's not getting better. She should.
No. Yeah, because I remember when she came back on on the pay-per-view, and you said, "Oh, that didn't look great on her, but on her behalf, maybe she's just a bit rusty." But nah, I do love her braids though.
I do too, and there's a lot about Ronda I love, and I don't see her staying around long enough to get good enough to be where she should be. Her name and her star power is so great. She could only be at the top of the card right now because she has no other talent to be able to sustain her anywhere else. So it's tough. It's tough. It really sucks.
The thing is as well is that I don't like Charlotte, but I don't like Charlotte because I don't think I'm supposed to like Charlotte. She does a great job of being someone that people can dislike.
Yeah.
And she's got Charlotte literally making herself as unlikable as possible, and yet you still end up thinking that Charlotte's doing a better job than Ronda.
It's
what
crazy.
The fuck?
Yeah. It's bad. It's crazy. It's just not working for her, and it's unfortunate because they got so much money invested into her. But Fake's right. She doesn't feel like a big deal anymore.
Yeah.
Just doesn't, and it's unfortunate. So we'll see what happens there because they're going to need a lot more going on. What else we got? What else has been happening?
The big twist of, or should I say, the big twist with quote annotations or whatever. The Rhea turning on Liv, which is sad because I really liked them together.
So I've already been corrected on the fact. I thought that Rhea turns all the time because it feels like she does, but apparently she hasn't turned in quite a long time. But I want to look back. I feel like in the last year she has been healer. She's done some things that were like heel-ish. I don't know, but
she had the big dispute with Nikki.
Yeah,
but that
Nikki
was weird because
heel.
it was Nikki that turned heel, which is really fucking weird because she's supposed to be a superhero.
Weird. Yeah, and she's been in such a weird place for a little while now. So in this run with Liv Morgan hasn't gone on for very long. So to see her turn on her with the brutality, I mean, it needed. We needed this out of Rhea, to be completely honest. But it just feels a little
No, I get it, but like I really wish that the Rhea and Liv friendship had lasted as long as the Rhea and Nikki one, because the Rhea and Nikki one was boring.
Yeah,
like it went on for too long. But I loved what they were doing with social media because I was following both accounts and like all the stuff they were posting and like all the looks they were giving each other. Like they really did look like such a good little duo. And then like she just turned, and I was like, I mean, I'm surprised because I'm new, so I don't see these things coming because I'm stupid and new. But like, I was like, oh, I really like, because now people are saying about Rhea maybe teaming up with Edge and Damian Priest.
Yeah, that's been the rumor.
What do you think about that?
She fits the mold for it.
Mm-hmm.
She's already got that darker side to her, so she's big as well. I think that works very well. It's just because she's already such a force the way she is. She makes a lot of sense. Someone like Charlotte would make sense too because of her physically imposing nature, but Rhea makes the most sense just because of her overall look. I love what Edge and Damian Priest are doing. It seems like it could have some legs. You get a woman involved, this could be a really top stable for the next year.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people speculating that it would be cool if Rhea went with Edge and Damian Priest, but then AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Liv Morgan would make like the opposition sort of for them.
I think they'll be the first.
I feel bad for Finn Balor. I feel like he literally. How long did he have that title?
Not long.
How long did Damian Priest have that title? He had that for ages.
He did, months.
And then they took it away. They gave it to fucking It's not Austin Theory anymore. It's just Theory. Yeah. But I have to admit that because he is another one. He is brilliant at making me dislike him, but in like a fun way.
Yes.
So I love hating him because he's just such a dickhead, but I love him.
He gets it. He gets it.
It was so cute the way he was reacting. I was like, I'm not happy about this, but you're so cute. He was like going and he gave the worst selfie. That was the most ugly selfie I've ever seen with him and Vince McMahon. It was so gross. But it was like, I think it was supposed to be like that because you're supposed to see the, oh my God, notice me, daddy, kind of like love in his voice. But it was great.
I loved it too. I thought it was really funny. Yeah, I like Austin a lot. I think they got a really good thing going with him. It was his time. It sucks for Finn. They needed to do the thing with Damian Priest. They moved him to the other angle. They didn't want him holding the title going into it. I get it. So Finn had to be the lamb, which is unfortunate. But I got a feeling they're paying Finn an ungodly amount of money. He's over 40 now. I don't see him going to AEW. I think that he's kind of accepting the role that he's in. It sucks.
You kind of think he's doing like a Kevin Owens, because Kevin Owens is sort of in a similar position where he hasn't really had a lot of runs at anything or anything too spectacular, but he's kind of like, he's just enjoying the bits that he's doing, even if it's putting someone else over instead of himself.
See, even when Kevin wasn't winning titles, and that's the difference between him and Finn. Kevin's won a few titles, but even when he's not, Kevin will sporadically get into the best angle of the show, whether it was with Chris Jericho, things with Sami Zayn, or more specifically now. This is just what Kevin does. He's such a fucking mega talent. I'm not saying that Finn isn't, but Finn's so good in the ring, he just doesn't have much else. That people don't really look for his promos. If he's not the demon, he's not cutting. He's not doing other things that like Kevin Owens can do, for instance. So Kevin has a little bit more legs to him. But yes, I think that he's doing what Kevin's doing in the sense that he's embracing his role. And sometimes that's exactly what you need to do. Embrace who you are, embrace what you're doing, and hopefully they got the right plan for you because you're so good. So I'm hoping that we're going to see Finn, just like you were saying, the whole 3 versus 3 for a little while. I could see that being the case.
Finn East 10 says, what if Finn Balor joins Edge's team?
Wouldn't hate that either.
Because technically he is one of those ones that he could make the point of, they're not doing right by me, rah, 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 which is what Edge's whole point is, right? Yeah. They feel like he feels like he's not getting enough. That's the whole point. Like,
well, he's evolved. Edge is above all of it now. I think that Edge is above all of those things. He's in a new level. He's trying to have his own God mode, in essence, like to coin a Roman Reigns thing. It's more of that, and he's doing that in the form of a Dark Order type situation, which I'm digging. I don't have a problem with it. The purple lighting, maybe too much Undertaker, but hey, that's between Edge and God.
Edge, God, and Undertaker.
Edge, God. If you ask Fake, that's the same person.
Yep.
Let's see. Finished. Balor and Priest have a history with the U.S. title, so seeing them work together would be fun. It would be. I don't know if necessarily a now thing, but I could definitely see them doing it in the future. Definitely see them doing it in the future. And then AJ being a part of that whole thing makes sense. We're seeing a lot of stories trickle over from WrestleMania and continue, which I like. More Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Seth Rollins can do anything. He's one of the best fucking things on television right now. I love Seth Rollins. He's psycho.
Oh yeah, I love nutty Seth Rollins.
He's so nuts.
Seth freaking Rollins.
I mean, he and Kevin Owens, they get MVP honors for WrestleMania. They built their own storylines. Their builds were completely just them being psychopaths in different ways, and then involving somebody else. Kevin with Steve leading up, and then of course the Cody return. It all worked, and people really did a good job throughout that entire build.
Yeah.
So it's fun. What else we got here? I'm looking to get over to Twitch. We've done a half hour already.
If you want, Finn East is in callers. If you wanted to get his opinion.
If he's got something to talk about. What do you got, Finn East?
I think this is the first time I've really catch a Dead on Dave stream. I've seen a couple here and there, but this is the one I mostly I just caught.
Nipples are hard
obviously,
to have you here, my friend.
Thanks. So I was watching, and all you guys were talking about stuff on Raw, the stuff with Ezekiel. Dude, I'm just gonna be honest. Who would have thought that Elias coming back as a completely different guy would actually be hilarious? We're all used to him as the drifter, the guy with the guitar, and then all of a sudden he loses to Jackson Riker, and then kind of killed off Elias as a whole, then disappeared, and then of course after Mania comes back, shaved head, new attire, and calls himself Ezekiel, and somehow he made it work. To be fair, Kevin Owens is also helping with that, but I gotta say, this Ezekiel's honestly one of the best things to happen on Raw in a while.
I appreciate the entire synopsis. Nixie, wasn't that fucking concise?
Yeah,
that
was really good.
My good, not concise. It was what's the opposite of concise? It was long-winded. Elaborate. There you go. Very elaborate. See, I have a thesaurus sitting over there.
Nice.
Yeah, correcto. Yeah, it's fun to see it. I don't know if it's got legs. I'm not a big Elias guy, never really have been, but we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. I also heard that you guys were talking about Dewdrop and whatever. Apparently, I don't remember where I saw this, but apparently there is potential for a repackage. That's from what I've heard. I don't really have a source, but that's one thing that I heard. So maybe that's why she's been gone.
Who knows?
But there could be another reason why she's been gone, apart from Dodie has nothing to do with her.
No, it makes sense. I mean, they might as well. The Dewdrop thing doesn't really make any more sense anymore. They have a good package with the Piper Niven thing. Go back to that, call her something else, and call it good.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, now I remember. I remember when Dewdrop turned on Eva Marie. There was a report or something that Dodie was trying to get the trademark back for Piper Niven or whatever. So I think that they had plans to turn her back into Piper, but I guess they decided to run with the Dewdrop stuff. And if I'm going to be honest, Piper unironically made the name Dewdrop work. Although that could also work. And even then, her theme song that she had, which was "I Does It," which is weird. It made her sound intimidating just by having the name Dewdrop.
Yeah, it worked. She's a big lady who can move. I agree. She would kick some ass.
Yep.
All right. No, that was good. You get 2. That was fine. Two for your first one. I'll give you 3 next time. Okay.
Sure.
Get out of here, psycho. All right. What else? I'm tired. I want to go. I'm exhausted. We got anything else?
I think this is about the right amount of wrestling catch-up talk before. Like, if we're gonna do this on a Sunday, we're gonna recap Mondays and Fridays, maybe a little bit of Tuesdays, because Tuesday's NXT, isn't it?
Yeah, we can get a little NXT
Yeah,
in
this
there,
is,
and if
this is
anything
about
breaks,
right because it's nice and short and sweet.
Yeah, I'd like to get to an hour. I'm just exhausted. I've had a real long one. I wasn't expecting to do 2 hours on Shot from the Point. I was out all day. I'm just beat the shits, and I just kind of want to turn off the light here, get some video game going, and hang out. A little less pressure.
Little less pressure.
Little less pressure, baby. So that's my plizzy there.
I think we covered all the main bases.
Yeah, and I think any big stories that happen with AEW, we will cover those as well. Because I think it's going to be very interesting over the next year to see what happens with it, if their Forbidden Door Super Show
with
fails.
the Forbidden Door.
When that cringe fest ultimately doesn't bring the views, we'll see what happens. So it'll be good. Thanks for calling in there, Finn East. I appreciate you. So yeah, 7 days, or should I start with Fall Guys and make fake fucking get some Walmart money card action going? You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Fake's making a thumbnail for the stream. That's very cool. We'll make sure we get the title's not awful. I like the thumbnail. I mean, I'm cool with you putting a new one in, but look, I got the Cartman getting RKO'd. I thought it was good. I liked it. Nobody else likes it. Whatever.
It's cute.
Bunch of sons of bitches. Okay, let's get out of here. Nixie, tell everybody where they can find you, and then John, you do the same after Nixie.
I am Nixie Nax, and I am everywhere under that name. So follow me, bitches.
Follow her,
Please.
bitches.
Please.
John.
I'm nerdyjohn.to2. If you look in the description below, not only can you find Nixie's stuff, but you can find me on Twitter. If you want to see me on YouTube, it's literally my username. I just said it.
Click his name.
Anyway,
It's
guys.
down in the description box. Click it. It'll take you right to it. Yeah, John is he's popping. He's got 100,000 video. He doesn't need to be here anymore. He's a big fucking superstar now. But good job, man. You're kicking some ass. Sorry, Nixie.
No, I said he's summoning the demon. He got 666 today.
666 demon. That's right. All right. I'll be over on Twitch shortly. We're going to go play some 7 days, I'm guessing. I might link to the store, but I might not. We'll see. Give me a few minutes. We'll get over there on the Twitch. Thank you so much. Keep it copious. And remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have those talented friends. We'll see you over on the Twitch, bitches. Outro.